you're seeing more and more of us realtors losing deals to all these influencer realtors. There's one thing that's super hard when you're on social media, and that is creating actual content and being consistent with it. It's madness to stop your marketing just because it's a down market.
What's going on in the world? This your girl, Marky Lemons-Ryhal, and I am always elated to hang out with my friends. Now, even though I say my friends, I don't get the opportunity to hang out with people all the time in two different countries. There's just a handful of people that I can see when I'm up in Canada and then see all across the United States. And my boy, Sam Mehrbod, is one of those people who I have the great opportunity to see in realtor legislative meetings, NAR Next, big conferences, and anytime I come to Canada. What's going on today, Sam?
Amazing to be on your show today. It's great to be here, and I just love your energy, love everything that you do, and love building things for the property tech, as we call it, the prop tech industry. And I think what's amazing is that we're both in the same boat, like just educating realtors, telling them AI is not scary, telling them that, hey, we should be working on things. If you're not using AI, AI will not replace you, but AI would replace you if you're not using AI. So I think that's my favorite thing of real estate tech right now. It's just you need to really paddle through, learn things, be always on the edge, and really push to really master how you do business, improve how you do it. And it's just a ever evolving tech scene right now. So it's amazing.
So I woke up this morning, took my cell phone over to LinkedIn and saw a major announcement from ConstantContact. And what I think is amazing about their CRM, one, I did not understand the role in which they were playing in real estate. They have over 35,000 licensed professional accounts. But your company, Roomvu, has partnered and is integrated now inside of ConstantContact. So I wanted to tell you congratulations on one, being of service to real estate professionals through additional tools that most of us don't know capture substantial market share in the world of real estate. But what I want you to do is to tell everyone, what is Roomvu and how does it help real estate professionals?
All right. Okay. So every coach out there, every real estate coach, every influencer will tell you got to be on social media. So the way I see it is like websites 10 years ago, you used to spend like 10 grand on your website and just create a website. Now, that whole landscape has changed. So you probably don't need a website as fancy as you used to before. You just need that's more of a landing page now. And then you're seeing more and more of us realtors losing deals to all these influencer realtors, all the younger generation, like Marcus' son, that just snaps basically leads through social media, through interactive ways. But there's one thing that's super hard when you're on social media, and that is creating actual content and being consistent with it. So two major things, and I think for a long time, your son also used that platform to generate and create leads and so on. And the whole point is you want to make sure that, one, you have the right content to post. Two, you're omnipresent. So you're across your constant contact list. You're across every channel on social media. You're across Google My Business. You're across email marketing. You're across even your website. So what we do is we create amazing content that is hyper local, hyper branded to you, and then we distribute it across a lot of channels. So it could be any channel you can think of, even post it on your WhatsApp channels. So our job is to create that content and post it across every place. And we know it's hard, so we just want to make it easier and easier for realtors that are, I would say, busy. They have a lot of shoes to basically wear, because they have to be a marketer, they have to be a negotiator, they have to be a people person, they have to be in events. It's just so many things to do, right? So we're just trying to alleviate one of those and create something on social media that gets posted and it's useful and it creates like top of mind awareness for them. So that's what we are.
When I think about content creation, right, I've been preaching content creation now since 2006 when I generated my first lead from Facebook with no ad spend. I mean, I was hooked, right? And started to leverage then LinkedIn, at the time, Twitter, and Instagram came into the mix probably about a decade ago for me, right? Maybe a little sooner. But as I think about this content, I can now go back into the feed or online and Google my name and hundreds of thousands of pieces of content come up, which actually validates me before anyone actually meets me face to face. So content is king, period. We know that content is king. It's proven to be king. And one thing that I have an issue with is ever buying leads right now. So I don't buy leads, but I do want people to come to that landing page. So not to, and a landing page is a website. It's just not the one that we just spent $10,000 to develop, right? It's this one page that could actually look according to the header like 4 pages. But when you click on those little header buttons, it just advances the page. Let me be clear. It's one page with a call to action where we as real estate professionals deliver an item of value in exchange for a consumer's name, email address, and sometimes their mobile number for SMS purposes. And then we have a follow-up campaign in place. So you mentioned Skylar. Skylar is 28. He's generated 1,500 leads in the last 12 months directly to his customer relationship management system. But you're integrating now with ConstantContact. Now let's think ConstantContact is email marketing, okay? However, they have a customer relationship management system inside of it. So they can create these multiple landing pages, one for buyers, one for sellers. But the real question, and I think you're going to answer this for me, is how do I get people off of social media over to your ConstantContact page? So what is Roomvu doing inside of ConstantContact to help real estate professionals attract more people to their landing page?
That's an excellent question. So let's think of it as two. So this partnership is so big in terms of like two big things in it. The first one is ConstantContact is now going to be empowering Roomvu's content. So if you have an account with Roomvu and you're using our email marketing tool, which is a great newsletter that automatically runs, that's about your area. It has every content that goes to your social media, now it goes to your email, including your just listed, just sold, everything automatically running. So before, you just used our email marketing tool, which is great. But what if you could get better deliverability? And that's what ConstantContact is famous for, right? They just land on the inbox. They have super good open rate. It's just a lot better metrics when you use ConstantContact. And I think they've mastered that really well. So email delivery is their masterpiece, and they can actually land in someone's inbox. So we're going to take our content and automatically send it through ConstantContact. You don't need to create a new ConstantContact account. If you already have it, you can just connect it. Or you can simply just let us handle everything behind the scenes. So that's the first thing. The second thing is now let's go inside ConstantContact. The one inside ConstantContact is even more exciting. You have this list of people, like 1,000 people that you already have in your database. You know you have to do email marketing, but you know it's impossible to do it consistently unless you're really good at systems and you have an assistant and it does like all those things. So what we do is we will enable you to use your ConstantContact account, whatever you have in there. Now you're going to see Roomvu templates that has local market news, that has your listings, that has everything. So it's just a click of a button. You're going to see all the content, and that would empower your email marketing journey. So it's two-way, and that's why we're so excited about this, because both of these ways are super interesting. You do not leave platforms. That's really important for us. So you're not leaving Roomvu to go to your ConstantContact to send an email. That's the Roomvu side. You're not leaving ConstantContact to basically come to Roomvu. when you're inside Constant Contact. So you're just going to have a button, give me real estate content, boom. You're going to have all the content. It's branded to you. Just going to get sent out from Constant Contact then. I don't know if I could explain this, but yeah.
No, I mean, I love it, right? It's a two-way API integration that allows you to stay on either platform, but have the maximum capabilities of both.
Yeah.
Right? And here's what I love about the hyperlocal information. I get a lot of emails that don't necessarily pertain to me, right? People want information specific to what they're going through. Whether I'm a seller, I want comps from my immediate area or from my zip code 60653. And so with the information that you are pulling through Roomvu, it is going to essentially put that email marketing on steroids, right? And I love the idea because I'm consistently reminded 4 years ago, I leveraged my database to earn $123,000 in less than 14 days because I had that database, right? I'm seeing a 28-year-old leverage his database that he just started collecting emails to December the 19th, 2023, that earned him 6 figures in 6 months. And in 8 months had him number 1 in units sold. And we're talking about no additional ad spend. So this is what I want people to think long-term, Sam, is what is your return on your investment? And what is your return on your time? I want to put this content out leveraging social media because it will outlive me. My content online will outlive Marky Lemons-Ryhal, right? But it makes no one question what it is that I do. So now people are finding me more credible. I don't have to, very seldom do I have to sell someone on why they should do business with me once they get to me, right? Once they schedule that appointment, because they already know, okay? I am reducing my cost to do my business. And the more content I put out there, the lower my cost, my marketing cost become, which now means I'm able to net more money. Now, most people don't know this. I am real big on net income. Like gross income is cute, but I want to know, are you cost?
What is your bottom line?
Yeah. Are you profitable? Because if you're not profitable, then there are some things you can't do. And the first thing is you cannot plan for a financially secure retirement. You cannot if your business is not profitable, which is why it baffles me how many people are entrepreneurs for the sake of calling themselves an entrepreneur, not for the sake of being to successfully retire. So the reason I'm saying this, the reason I love content, and I actually love it more every single day that I post a piece, is because of my net income that I've started to talk more publicly about, which you could look at it as residual passive income that I reinvest into my SEP, self-employment pension plan, and my Roth IRA. But if I'm not profitable, I can't take these funds to fund a SEP or Roth. And I think next year we're going to do the SEP, the Roth, and the self-funded 401k. Plus we got the insurance, life insurance money working, right? Because I want to get up one day and say, I don't feel like going outside in the cold in Chicago in the month of December. I don't want to put the coat on, the hat, the long johns, and none of that because I don't want to do that, right? But if you don't lower your costs right now today, you will be forced to work when you are old. And ain't nothing sexy about being forced to work. I understand you say you want to do it. I don't know. My bones right now are not telling me that I want to work when I'm 70. That's not what my body is telling me right now. And so as we go in to starting this fabulous new year, kicking off 2025, what should real estate agents be doing right now to just take names and kick butt this year?
All right. I think there are a couple of things I suggest. The first one is, I think Henry Ford said this, in a down market, stopping advertising and marketing is like just turning off a car because you don't want to speed anymore. So it's just like I don't know. I think I butchered that thing. It was better.
It's all right.
It was better.
You said it was Henry Ford. We're going to go, look, I'm going to go look up it. You said Henry Ford saying, God, keep on going.
There was a better thing with that. But yeah, so I think it's madness to stop your marketing just because it's a down market. Yes, it's a down market, but you need to work two of your biggest assets. The first one is your social media and your sphere of influence. You do have a huge sphere of influence. People know you and trust you. Even if you're coming from accounting, even if you used to be a teacher, even if you used to be a firefighter, whatever it is that you did before coming to real estate, you do have a huge network that needs to know that you are able and willing to help them. Does that mean putting luxury car scenes and just saying you're a luxury realtor? No. Like, stop doing that. Start actually educating them. So, like, what I love about Skylar's content, for example, is that, like, here is what a home looks like in Chicago with $1,500 monthly rent, right? Or whatever it is, like, you just have to provide valuable content that educates people, that's entertaining, enduring, and educational. So that's the way I put it. Entertaining ones, you can just put like your stories from your trip and your fun things that you're doing. You have to put those out. That's fine. But education and helping people is probably the number one thing. Your biggest asset is probably that database and nurturing it.
Now,
I feel like you found the...
I did. Henry Ford once said, a man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time.
All right. Okay. That was actually good. Yes.
Oh, so what I'm hearing you say, as we start to shift in today's real estate market, now is the time for us to continue to market because one, we can capture new market share. We're able to stand out. We know that 90% of consumers, right, are going to make that educated real estate decision from the palm of their hand. This is the thing that the mobile device is the thing that no one leaves home without today. And that this is where the internet, right, that we're accessing most of these tools through an app, that we want to be present. We want to be able, if I go over here right now and I do, and we could do audio, down payment grant king, right? And when I do that down payment grant king, I'm able to come back and on the first page, actually, number one position is Skylar, right? Because he's dominating for down payment grant king. You want to be that person, but you also want your name, your government name, the name that's on your real estate license to really become synonymous with what it is you profess that you do. Right? So Skylar's name is now synonymous with down payment grant king. If you go and you Google that, you're going to see his Instagram videos, his TikTok videos, but it's actually increased the value of the down payment grant king URL that he successfully secured. And I don't think that most real estate agents are looking at content as an asset. It's an asset to your company that fuels your current and future lead generation. So what else do you see in store for 2025?
I think the realtors that are just sitting on the sideline, it will probably lose them. That's what I see. I think Rob Hahn, the famous Rob, said this. It was really good. But he said, like, the soccer moms of the industry, as we call them, they're gonna stay. They need a title. They need to be called realtors and just going to parties and still carry that name. So half the industry, they would stay. They're not going anywhere. They still need the title. They still need all those things. And they would sell the occasional family home or friend's home. And they would still just be okay, right? The realtors that are just merely doing enough, that's like 5 to 10 deals a year, and they're still surviving, those are the ones that either have to make a choice to invest full-time energy and go above and beyond to become a producing, top 10% producing realtors, or they just leave the industry and get a full-time job. So I think with the latest changes, with the transactions being down by like 3/4. I think this year we're at like 3/4 down from the peak of the market in 2022, right? So this time you actually have to work for your marketing. You have to really stay on top of mind. The days of just getting lucky and just having this lucky bird sitting on your shoulder giving you a deal, like that could still happen. You still get 1 or 2 deals that way. But you need to really nurture your leads. You really need to work a little bit smarter and harder to stay in business for 2025. And things do get better. Yes, interest rates hopefully do get better. A lot of things hopefully do get better. But we should stop praying and we should start doing. And I think that's what this call is about. Just really going above and beyond and changing systems.
So here's what's kind of funny, because I make money off of real estate transactions, publishing, education, membership group, and of course, keynote events. However, when I'm looking at my strategy for next year, I actually added direct mail and I added cold calling, but not just regular old cold calling. This is elevated human, even though we could use AI for these cold calls, because we're going after CEOs, senior vice presidents for a specific campaign. And so I'm the person who was not doing a lot of direct mailing and definitely no cold calling, right? But we're doing appointment calling. So we're going to do cold calling. We're adding direct mail. We are reinvesting in all of our social media channels. Mind you, we're not on every channel. So you will not find me on X, Clubhouse, TikTok, or Snapchat. I'm not on those platforms, but we are doubling down on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, only because we know that's where our target audience is. We are hiring a live videographer to come in to capture weekly content. And so taking that money and investing it, but not only are we investing money, there's a long list. Now, today I'm working through my delete list. I closed 2 businesses today. I mean, actually went into the state and dissolved 2 LLCs because they're not serving me. And so now is the time where we're cleaning up and eliminating anything that does not serve our long-term strategic plan while doubling down on our marketing. So if someone wants to try out Roomvu, Sam, where do they come and how? And let me ask you this: if they want to use ConstantContact with Roomvu, can they only come to this one location?
Yes. So starting January 1st, they can just come to Roomvu. They just purchase any of the plans above platinum grade, which is about $100 a month, and we eat up the cost of a ConstantContact account, which is about $70 a month. We pay that. So you can have a $100 account. It's just insane, I know. But
wait, hold on. Say that all over again. If they come and they get one of your platinum level accounts, this is what I'm hearing, because I want to make sure the real estate professionals hear this. They're going to get the premium version of ConstantContact, right?
3,000 contacts in it.
With 3,000 contacts, which, by the way, is substantially more than the average real estate professional has. I just want to say that, right? I want to say the industry average in a CRM is 400, and ConstantContact, I want to say, is about 1,250. So ConstantContact is saying, hey, we're going to give you almost 3 times more than what we know you need to get you started. And when they use Roomvu, how much content do you populate for them every single month?
So you can set it up to be as much as once a week. I do not suggest emailing your contacts more than twice a month. It's a little bit too much, but at least twice a month, once to twice a month. You can just set our cron and we would run it for you. But the biggest important thing is you need to think of each of your social media channels, each of your email channels. Each one of these is a revenue channel. So you have your YouTube, that's a revenue channel. You have your Instagram, that's a revenue channel. So the more channels you have, the more chances of really connecting with people and finding them you have. So let me break it to you. And I think this is a sad fact that we keep forgetting. Number one, you're so worried about the content that you're putting out because other realtors you follow might have talked about it. Let me break it to you. Only 1% of your followers will probably have another realtor that you follow. So stop caring about what they see Sally posted. Who cares about what Sally posted? You should worry about the rest of your 99% that have not seen.
I could care less about Sally. Like, when I tell you I could care less about what another real estate agent does, and here's the thing, and I can say this with great pride, very few people have been as consistent as I am with putting out content, with even just something as simple as a podcast, right? Because if we look at it, most people only put out 10 episodes. So when I look at the entire country and a total of 3 million licensed real estate professionals, 1.5 million are Realtor members, I can tell you right now, there's not 100 of us who have been consistent for 5 years. Not 100 of us. You think I care what another real estate agent does when it's 3 million of us out here and not 100 has been as consistent? So that means that I'm capturing more and more market share, and very few agents have as many people in their customer relationship management system as I do, or even access to every person in the city of Chicago.
Yeah. And that's the idea. So the second thing that I wanted to talk about is only 30% of your followers actually see your content every time you post. And that's optimistic. So stop worrying about, oh, I've talked about this before. No, you haven't. Only you remember that. And only you know that you've talked about this. So let me give you another example. The first time I was on Forbes magazine, I had a lawyer friend. I was like, yeah, have you seen my article? He's like, Sam, let me break it to you. The only people that are just going to read this article twice is one, you, two, your mom. That's it. No one else would read this article twice. No one else would even look at this twice. Like, create your content, move on. Create your content, move on, and post in as many channels as possible. And the people that you have on Twitter will be very different from the people that you have on Facebook. The people that you have on Facebook are going to be super different than the people that you have on Instagram. It's just a different audience. And we know the importance of being across all of these channels. So email, again, is a different thing. Even if they don't open your email, they see your name. Sam sent me an email. I'm already top of mind with that person. And I think that's what we should double down on. As long as your email gets there, lands on their inbox, it doesn't matter if they clicked and gave you something on the landing page. They saw your email. They interacted with the content. And that's what we're really, really big on. Just optimizing.
And we're not going to even get to the whole lookalike audiences and all that great stuff for the purpose of ad spend, right? That would be next level. We just want you to be consistent and sending out that email 2 times a month, consistently posting social media content. I would tell you once every single day. And here's the reason why. Vertical videos are very big. If you looked at a Instagram stories, those videos are going to disappear from public eye 24 hours after the time in which you posted it. So for me, it's how do you remain relevant in these vertical news feeds when after 24 hours, some of them, that content will disappear. It'll be archived for you to use, but it'll disappear from public eye. So Sam, tell everybody the URL that they can come over to in order to start using Roomvu.
Simply type in roomvu.com. You do get a free trial. Come in, see the content. You can customize the content. You can basically see what we're going to post for you. The most important things we need from you are your zip code and your headshot. That's it. The rest of them, we can do the rest. We're integrated with most boards. We're integrated with most MLSs. So you get the content and you have the data. So you don't need to worry about those. It's just pick your branding, have ready-made content. So think of us as your real estate board plus MLS just met Canva and they had a baby and that baby is doing everything.
Yeah, the baby is doing everything. It's like AI inside of Canva. So for everybody who might not know, I want you to spell Roomvu, ROOMVU.com. Go over, try it out today for no cost. Note that January the 1st, the integration goes live with Constant Contact, and that it is a two-way opportunity for you to have done for you essentially content to share about your local market so that you can gain new market share and get people into your customer relationship management system. Sam, I want to thank you for being here with us today and sharing everything, or not everything, but a lot about Roomvu and how to leverage Roomvu to get more eyes on you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Marky. And it's been a great honor to be on the show. And we continue to do great things as we educate the industry together and as we do more and more things.
Thank you.